Is this a Matt Damon knockoff?
You stupid or very stupid?
Hey man, you just rolling from Stupid Town? Is this like stolen from like I feel like this guy watched Daredevil. It was inspired. He's like, bro, what if we do Daredevil? But instead of being blind, he's deaf. What kind of handling is this? It doesn't even tell you how to play? Is it just one click? Am I gonna open up the instructions and it's just gonna be Shia LaBeouf? Just do it! That guy took his chocolate bar, bro. Dude, I'd be just as upset. If I got that 4-pack of Reese's and then someone took my Reese's, dude. I like to think that's what this game's about. Some chocolate was stolen, and he's upset. And can you blame him? He isn't deaf. He's just a Bless the Fall fanboy.
Bless the Fall? What the f?
It's gonna be the best Coke party you've ever had. Literally no one is gonna be alive by the next day. / cheers? Alright. This is how much is left for a rest.
Jesus Christ. Ready? Cheers, boys.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ooh.
Empty. I don't even need a chaser.
Jesus Christ.
That was the dumbest gang shake I think I've ever seen. Maybe the kid shouldn't have took his Reese's Pieces. That's all I'm saying. The guy probably just got off a 12-hour shift. The entire shift, the only thing that got him through was thinking, man, I can't wait to get home and eat that Reese's Pieces cup that I have sitting in the fridge. He comes home, and the kid took it. The kid ate the Reese's Pieces cup. I mean, can you really blame him at that point? What is his... His face just became Nintendo 64 quality. It's logical. I agree. All of this over Reese's Cups, very logical and very fair. I mean, I can't blame anyone. That's the house. It's like a Resident Evil clue right there. There's the bird and everything. Better not talk. I heard about people liking to get intimate with like dogs and cats, but birds now? I mean, I guess there is a little bit of a challenge, like making that small of ties. Like, you might have to use like tweezers and stuff to get those ties going. But hey, I ain't gonna king shame, nah. It's been 2 months, Marie. Will these flowers finally make you put out? Come on. It's been 2 months. They're even red roses. The most basic of flower. I put so much thought into it. He's like, man, I knew the roses were a bad idea. He's like, bro, like, what kind of things are you into, dude? Is there something you want to tell me? He's like, bruh, it all started up in the 7th grade. I was bored in school. I looked outside and I just saw those birds. They were chirping. What is this, just a drum roll of will they, won't they hold hands? I mean, I guess that'd be interesting if I was in like first grade. Not even second graders would be excited about this. Second grade, they are already getting to second base. I get it now. She makes him go deaf. With the awful piano playing. I remember in 8th grade, I had music class, and I remember there was one day. For the entire hour, he just made us listen to Mozart, and we couldn't talk or anything. So we all just had to sit there for a straight hour listening to Mozart. Dude, kids started slamming their head against the desk. That's how bad it got. I sure as hell wish I was deaf that day. That's basically what happened. This all makes sense now. I don't need to play it a second time. I know the story. Kid stole Reese's Cups from Dad. Dad beats him. Logical. Girl plays piano really awfully. Guy goes deaf. What would you do in that situation? You start beating up people too. I feel like they're like, let's make the worst game ever. But just to make it even worse, we're not going to let you know what's going on. If you want to know the story behind it, you're going to have to play it a second time. Like, that's literally the goal of this game, was to make the worst game possible. They're like, all right, how can we make it even worse? They did that. And they're like, all right, well, what would be like a really stupid character? Like, all right, let's have a mafia guy wearing Weed 420 outfit. Because that's awesome. Ah! It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up.
It didn't fly for 1 second. It's not my fault if you made a plane that can't fly. I told you not to touch it!
Arthur Timothy Reed, come here.
Uh-oh. Middle name.
This is kind of disappointing. I should have it still going. Like, I think the recordings didn't stop. Yeah, he's definitely a Matt Damon knockoff, dude. He's doing jumps like he's Jason Bourne. Chai-Steak! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Dude, I'm calling bullshit on that. Don't patronize me with this long freaking "you're dead" scene. This is literally a hacking slash without the satisfaction of hacking and slashing. What? What? Now we got a Harry Morgan ripoff right here. Well, you see, son, you can't just go and kill animals and humans. You have to kill bad people, okay? That's what you got to do. You weirdo. Looks like Bob Odenkirk for some reason. That was Bob Odenkirk if you ordered him from Wish. I'm making up the story as I go, since they don't want to tell me the story. They want to keep it all quiet. So it's going to get probably convoluted and absurd. I already came to the conclusion that the reason his father was beating him is because he took his Reese's Pieces cup, which I think is pretty fair. It's all he had was the Reese's Pieces cup, and he took it from him. He took it. Why is your phone vibrating that much? What phone vibrates that loudly?
This video, of course, is sponsored by Adam and Eve. You can use the code STELLA to get 50% off an item plus free shipping.
Gotcha, bitch!
The Mask. No way! That's a M. Night Shyamalan twist right there if I've ever seen one. And the dress with the blood on it still? Oh. No. What's gonna happen next? It's all connecting. The points are all connecting to one. Dude, I'll make a page. No, not again.
You're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Frustrating crashes playing a frustrating game. I admire your persistence. I appreciate you recognizing how infuriating all of this is. You know, I'm legitimately starting to think that this story is so convoluted, it's actually really good because it's convoluted. And the gameplay is just so advanced that it's just kind of hard to start to comprehend. But it might quite possibly be the best game ever made. And the problem that, you know, majority of people have with this game is that they're just not good. And you need to be good at this game. Just get good, and you will enjoy the game. People are missing the whole point of the game. The convoluted story, the what seems like chunky mechanics, it's not. It's so perfectly crafted that it's just hard for mere mortals to grasp it. Now you might be wondering, if you're saying that, what are you trying to say then? I said it. I have ascended. I have ascended past mere mortality. And this game, it's a masterpiece. I kid you not. The year will be 7,173. And they will be telling tales of this masterpiece, okay? It will be... the entire society is built off of this masterpiece. And people, the kids will be hearing about this in class. And the teachers will be like, the whole society just laughed at this game because they couldn't grasp it. They couldn't grasp it. They couldn't. And the kids will gasp, what? Because it's the greatest thing ever made. The only game that even comes close, okay? Even comes close to being as good as this game is It's Awesome Baby. Basketball.
Awesome, baby! Awesome, baby!
That's the only other game that comes close to being as good as this. I feel like Gohan whenever he ascended beyond just Super Saiyan. It's a good feeling. Say what one more time? I dare you. I double dog dare you. Say what one more time? So like how I was saying earlier, how he really likes to do it with birds. He likes to have people dress up as the bird, but then someone took the mask, and that's why he's freaking out right now, because someone took the mask. And he didn't appreciate that, because that mask was only to be worn by one particular person. And now it's all ruined. He'll never be able to orgasm again knowing someone else wore that mask. It's a very serious offense. almost as serious as taking another man's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Almost. I don't think there's quite anything worse than taking another man's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. The shoes, this flashback, the shoes is a metaphor for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. He's like, give me the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, man. Give me them. The gun is real. The shoes are actually Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And now that's happening because the kid is known as a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup stealer. That's why they started to freak out. He's like, oh no, he's gonna come and take our peanut butter cups. Ultimately, it's the kid's fault that she got shot. If he didn't take his dad's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and didn't get the reputation for being a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup stealer, they wouldn't have freaked out when he walked by and the guy had those Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. See how it goes full circle. I'm kind of confused because people complain that you have to play as the bad guy when you have to play as Abby in Last of Us 2. But this game is literally the entire time you play as the bad guy. This whole time, you know, I thought, man, I'm really doing something important, you know? I'm trying to save a woman's life, but no. You have to play as a guy who stole Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I can't believe the game doesn't give you that disclaimer before starting. They should give you the disclaimer like, hey, the main character, the person you're going to play as, the person we're going to make you feel, you know, really invested in. He did something that is unforgivable, and you really shouldn't be rooting for him. They should give that disclaimer because now I feel dirty. I helped and I played as and helped the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup thief. It's awful. Just quite awful. See, he feels bad about it. He's like, I stole the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I stole it. He's finally coming to grips with the gravity, the how awful what he did, just how awful it actually was. He's finally realizing it. He's been acting out this whole time, not understanding. He's like, oh, all I did was steal a peanut butter cup, a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. No. He finally realizes how unforgivable and how bad that truly is. And she's finally forgiving him because he finally recognizes what he did was wrong. Will they be together? Probably not. I mean, that's just forgiveness. That doesn't mean they're going to be like a thing or anything like that. He's still disowned. You can't really forgive such a awful crime. But she's giving him that hug just for reassurance that it's not necessarily okay, but at least you're starting to recognize what you did was wrong. He actually has the exact same kink as the other guy. And that's why he's getting really mad that that guy just put on the mask, because now he also won't be able to be pleasured ever again now because of it. It ruined it. The mask won't ever be the same for him now either. You have to appreciate this convoluted story because, let's be honest here, M. Night Shyamalan couldn't even make twists like this. He literally couldn't. It's honestly like kind of like, let me catch my son stealing another man's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Like, that sums up the entire story right there. Well, the first half. The funding that they got for this game, they couldn't get it if Like, they had to make the second part, you know, with the whole bird thing, the bird obsession. They had to make that much smaller, because or else they wouldn't have been able to get approved for the funding for this game. And it's a shame, because I would have liked to seen how they could have put more twist within that. But no, it had to be like a back burner part of the story. Because, you know, people get weirded out. Ooh, it's weird, you know, like... While as, like, everyone's just like, what are you doing, Step, bro? It's like, that's their Step sis. Like, that's okay, but the bird thing isn't. Like, why are we splitting hairs? The Quiet Man has a peanut allergy. He stole them, and he wasn't even going to eat them. Because if he ate them, he would die. He literally stole them just to steal them. He crushed them up and threw it in the trash. Well, that's just disgusting. Whoever did this scene right here, you're gross. You're gross, okay? We're splitting hairs here. Yeah, that's gross. The bird thing, whatever. You do you. This, though? No, that's disgusting. You know what's worse than playing The Quiet Man? Editing a entire playthrough of Quiet Man and making a video out of it, so you have to keep watching the same parts and all of that while editing it. So, I normally don't do this, but if you're still here, why? First off. And second off, if you could, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And this was, honestly, terrible. I feel brain dead because I just finished editing this 20-something long video, skimming through like over 3 hours of gameplay of The Quiet Man. So I'm going to ask you if you could, please, it costs nothing. Hit the bell notification too. I normally don't ask any of this, but this was awful. I thought playing the game was bad. This quite was a lot worse. So, again, yeah, if you're still here, why? But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys in future live streams, or if you're not much of that, maybe just watch my future videos. But other than that, y'all have a good one, and bye-bye!